Is that comfortable for you where in the past you might have been telling more kind of stories for people to maybe try to relate to versus relating to your story, if that makes any sense?
Well, I think it's just that these are universal topics. We can't help but not be, inundated with all this and not feel it and have to say something. If you just stand back and you don't say something or write in this vein, then it's just a bunch of horse shit.
Right.
Well, that was a small one.
That's
So
fine.
I think we're very affected by everything. So how can we not be at least expressing something about it in our way?
I think we always wrote about what was happening in our world. Back on the Bitch is about drinking nonstop, and that's what we did. Broken City was about our apartment on East Ninth Street in Manhattan, and this is about what's happening all around us now.
Yeah, I think the viewpoint, the peripheral is wider.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I think as you get older, you do see things a little wider, so that's a good point, Ray.
Yeah,
We
we're
were
more
very in
worried.
our little world, which was our apartment and the rehearsal space and the gig, and the
Well, yeah, I
bar.
mean, when you're a kid, it's like it's all about me, 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 me. And as you go on in years and mature, it's not about you. And that's a hard thing to get through the noggin. But once it's in, it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Right. Let me devil's advocate this a little bit and see what you guys think. Do you think that maybe when you're in your 20s, when you're first doing it, and especially for you guys, you had a single, it did pretty well, it starts breaking. As a band, you all internalize of we're going to make it. We're going to hit big. We're the next Motley Crue. We're the next this or that. You get so absorbed into that where now we're all older. Everybody knows where you're going to kind of land. The odds of this, as great as this could ever be, the odds of you guys headlining stadiums is probably not going to be there where you don't envision it that way. So you're a little more cognizant of writing for yourself instead of writing for the masses.
Very true, because you don't have corporate voices in your ear, and people sort of like trying to manipulate you. You should really do this or do that. And as you go on, you're like, let's just write for us. And that's something that we've grown to love. So I get it. That's a great point. We
Excellent.
don't write to be like, let's go write this hit, Let's just write because we feel this is good. And if we like it, hopefully the audience likes it.
Right on. Well, guys, let's dig into some of the songs here. I want to start with the one that it made me laugh just when I saw the title, and then when I listened to it, I was like, "Yeah, I get this." Flat Earth Vultures. I love that title. I love the kind of skepticism to it. Because it just seems, to my brain, it seems sort of silly. But tell me about that song, and tell me about what you're observing that leads you to write a song like this.
I'm going to have Robbie describe that one
I
while I
think
get my
it's
coffee.
I think it is silly. It's a commentary on people whom, I'm not sure what it's about. It's all very stream of consciousness, but it could be about people who get led easily and are uninformed. It could be,
Mhm.
but we love that song, and that riff is it's really us. It's really who we are, and
Yeah,
the video
just to
is
add to Robbie.
hilarious.
Yeah, just to add to Robbie, I never ever, and I'm glad you're actually asking this line of questions. I'm not ever one to dictate what the lyrics mean to anyone.
Mhm.
I know what the song is for us, but I really do, and this might be corny. I'm always about giving the songs to someone, have them interpret it their
Sure.
way, like as they would see a picture or something. I don't want to sound like old Axl Rose or something, but that's how I feel about it.
No, well,
I
and,
agree.
and that's probably the best way to be about it, because if you go and tell the audience, well, this is about this, well,
Yeah,
you killed half the audience that doesn't see it, or you don't allow them to relate to it because you've defined it.
right. And
And
the
the
beauty
truth,
of, the beauty of these songs, and especially the lyrics, and the lyrics that Robbie brought to the table, I must say too, on this song, is that it's just a really you got to peel it back and really think about what it is. You really got to listen to it a few times, like, oh, that's what he's talking about. He hides things really well, and he puts things really cool.